Good morning. Happy Saturday. We are going to go ahead and have a go again at Once Upon a Rogue's Tale. I accidentally started a new run with Red Riding Hood last night and got swept along. I don't recall exactly where I left it. Okay, this is after the big bad wolf. So it is at least the beginning of the, let's see what the bookmark said. I think it's the beginning of the city. Yes. So this is the second of 3 chapters that will eventually bring us to Snow White and the apple. All right. I think we want to come up this side and do the character event. Pardon me. Okay. And the strategy this time around is going to be to use the wolf active and passive to allow him to target anyone. So go ahead and put some block on the wolf, even if just a little. And we'll speed up Red. Now, we can, in fact, or we can let's spawn the wolf skin. That will be a passive debuff. And whatever the guard does, I don't think I need to preserve that. Let's just go ahead and put some more block on the wolf. And that should now, ideally, we would be able to use the wolf to whack. Alright, so she's going to go after the gingerbread witch this time. Gingerbread witch can do 6 damage. We need to do 9 total. And the wolf can do 3. So let's go ahead and do this and this. And that's the end of that. So we've got a bit more flexibility. I'm going to go with the Howling Wolf. When the wolf attacks, he often ends up with fragile, so having a way to undo that is. Alright, the 3 little pigs. Okay. I always go to the straw house and lose a random hand card. And let's drop the flower bouquet. And this brings us to store, being a new chapter. Can get an extra dice. We can get the tidy rat, who is very useful against Snow White because she'll take poison off of people. But for the moment, I think we'll stick with the unicorn. We can do sweets. There's sweets or cookies. We can do sweets and cookies. Hmm. What is the event? I think we might have actually. Oh no, this is Turnip Man. I like Turnip Man. I need to be careful not to click around because I definitely want the last one. You always want to wait. She opened her eyes and saw a huge man who looked more animal than human, but she was not frightened because she immediately sensed he was not evil. He handed her a turnip and smiled. Let's sum these. Every now and then, nice things happen. Okay. We'll do that before going off to another battle. Right. Yeah. Lots of jokers, lots of things that could happen. Right, so the rat is target, that's fine. Take a shot at the poor rat. Oh dear. Can't hit the gingerbread man, so. And I don't want to damage. Let's do that. That. Sand of that. I could defend. All right. Okay. So red can take a hit. Before we do anything, let's put that up. Right. Red can target him. Can't do that. It's going after witch. She's going after wolf. Can't do that. Not enough cards. Can't hit the wolf. Right. I think a defend is in order. Can't do everything, but can do something. Unless you want to be useful. No, you do not. You do not want to be useful. Much for that. Right. Okay. She's stunned and weak. Who has prey? You have prey. Hearts. Next. Don't have another dice. A dice? No, you will get me more cards. Alright, Wolfie, you're gonna have to take a couple hits here for the team. And you can't do anything. You can't do anything. Wolf's gonna do that. He's gonna do that. Defend and defend. All right. Let's try the sweets. That may have added some dice, but I can't tell. All right, there's that done. Okay. Alright. Not gonna actually get me anything. Yes. Allow me to do this, which takes him down to a point where he can be handled next time. Assuming that we don't completely blow the world. Alright. That was the end of that. Didn't even get to fire off my cookies. Did I keep my cookies if I don't fire them off? Alright. See, these are all red cards, and she is just not enormously useful, if I'm being honest. Block per strength. I think if she had the passive that gives her strength every turn, then that might be useful. But otherwise, not helpful. Okay, I'm going to... Alright, so we do a bunch of fights, or we can do a bunch of story ideas. Who might need to be activated if we went to a campsite? Actually, I think I could skip the campsite. If we don't get into too many fights along the way. Alright, let's try this. We don't have a lot of money. You there. You're not from around here. We could fight. Let's discuss. We got a card, which I have absolutely no idea what it does. I don't think I ever bothered to play it. I don't have any money, so this is going to be a waste of time. Another event. Do you want to swap? Gain a card, lose a card. Sure. Lose a random card. We are not giving up my Earth Spirit. We'll give a wrong pin. Choose a hand card. Spawn golden nuggets to the end of the battle. Start of each turn, you get 1 energy and 1 insight. Or another spot. Obviously, we're taking this one. That was a good deal. That was a A lucky turn. Okay. Right. This time what I may do is try to accelerate the witch. Who's got prey? Who's got prey? Let's see if I can. Okay. She's gonna be herself. She's in that. And so we're gonna select a target. Select a target. Select a target. Can't do anything else. Well, she can hit. Oh no. What's the attack that damages her? Okay, so this one we're going to go at whoever's handy, Crispy Hut, and the giant. Okay. Do that. Crispy Hut. And target receives swing. Nice. And strengths. Okay. Want to do this. Want to do this. And who's getting hit? Right. So, with what is left, we're going to we're actually going to go after our spear guard. Nothing else to be done. Unless you want me to die. Oh. That is how we do that. Alright, we'll bank the other one for later. That was a successful turn, as long as somebody doesn't summon any minions. Alright. Enchanted cookies. Okay, you have prey. Perfect. Red can go after people without paying any sort of penalty, which is convenient. How many times can I fire? I can do you twice, or I can shield twice. They're both coming at shield you, and that's the end of that. So, can we be equally lucky or equally smart the next time around? Alright. Let's go ahead and do that. That, she Alright, she can only hit the rat, which is unfortunate. You can only hit the rat, so the rat's going after the wolf. Let's defend the wolf. Yeah. You got to. Yes. Alright. Let's go after. Give her 4 block. One minion. I knew it. I knew she was gonna spawn a minion. Right. But I think that leaves her vulnerable. Alright. Okay. Let's do this. And this. And this. And that. That is the end of you. Minions spawning. Made ice. No such luck. Alright. Nothing to be done. Okay. On enchanted cookies. At the start of each turn, target receives 1 random. Oh, you've been going to town and I haven't been noticing. They just someone received something. Okay. You're going after him, you're going after her. You can be reached. The guard can be reached. Right. Let's make it easy for Red to get a couple hits in. And that should leave me with enough to at least put a little bit of shielding on Wolf. Give me a dice. Give me a dice. Nice. Alright. What can you hit? You can hit both these people. These nice people. Right. Nobody heals, so the only real mechanism for healing is to put block onto characters. Right. That's Crispy Hut. Her receive swing, nice. Okay. 1 strength, 1 swing. Do I? Yes, I do 2 more strengths. And we are going to go at you. No available target unless someone takes a swing at you. Ha ha. And now I have just enough left. Alas, the poor tidy rat. All right. Don't like any of Red's cards. All right. Okay. Unlock ability. You get the chance to switch to your fragile side. I don't know. I kind of wanted to upgrade the rat, but he's not making the cut. Ooh. What do I do? Or do I do the gingerbread witch? If I do the rat, that's going to push Red into the middle. The wolf has prey. Very useful for saving folks from having to spend all their dice. He is mostly useful for his prey item, which allows me to park Red on the corner because it's going to hit Snow White every time. I do have plenty of dice. Want to be able to upgrade her. So many debuffs flying around with Snow White that I think it's important to be able to upgrade her team. Okay. That's the risk, but we're going to do that. We're going to see if this works. If it does, we'll try chapter 3, and if it doesn't, I may just go out and try the Frog Princean. Alright. Snow White is demanding to know where her dwarves are. Okay. That thing is... Okay. upgrade you. Each round, random allies. Okay. Nothing else anyone can do off the bat. Unless I happen to get a die, which I don't. Okay. This. And do this. Well, we got rid of the poison. I wanted to get rid of the fatigue, but all right. And that is also with me done. I can never. Yeah, no. Red's cards are always so not very useful that rotating through her deck doesn't really give me anything. Particularly not at the end of a turn. So completely passive. She's gonna need. So, give me a dice. No. Alright. Give me a dice. Alright. This is going to be a frustration. Snow White takes so long to wear down. I've got to be missing something. Okay. Alright. David stand to fire this off the last time. So. Oh, it's the end of that. Also, is that because I don't understand Snow White's mechanics, I damage her, it's almost by accident, if I'm being honest. Okay, block, strength, strengths. Okay. I think I can do something with that. You're going after. It's gonna heal herself, of course. Honestly, I should probably be taking every opportunity I can to hit her with something. Okay. I have strength guard. I have a... You're just gonna have to deal with it. We need to be taking some hits in snow here. Everybody is going to have to go in on it. Right. Maybe don't have the person who has weakness on them. All right. Weakness, yes. All right. And wolf skin. Gray is enough to keep her targeted. Nothing else doing unless I'm very lucky. Alright. Alright, no coming back from that for snow. At least not straight off the bat. Alright. Control view. Rain. Right. It's down in single digits. Up again, and then she's back down again. Her math makes my brain hurt. Alright. Chipping away at her. Alright. You've given Hot Punch. Making any of this make sense. Maybe her own poison will kill her next turn. It strengthens her and then it knocks her back down again. Alright. So, no way to increase the strength. We're just gonna have to take a shot. Okay. I won. I don't know why I won. I don't know how I won. My Snapple. Okay, every 2 rounds, Snow White receives 2 poison. Mine is yours. The enemy receives 2 poison. And the poisonous outbreak. Enemy receives 1 poison per poison on Snow White, and it removes the poison from Snow White. So you can flip back and forth between the 2 of them every 2 rounds. And her number 2 is actually useful, if I recall correctly, as well. But heaven only knows, since this is like the 2nd time I've managed to get a hit in. Alright. Snow White's friends, the dwarves, have disappeared, and there were scratch marks from a wolf on the walls. And it was another wolf because this one has been with me all day. The wolf is very understanding about the fact that everybody keeps taking swings at her. Alright. My grandmother has also disappeared. Let's go find her. Right. Pardon me. Alright, so we're going into battle with an all-star team. Fortunately, we can only swap the others in every so often. Okay. How did this go last time? I need to take the weenie route if I'm being honest. Alright. Fight. 1, 2, 3, 4 fights. You have 1, 2, 3 fights. And then you have a mini boss. You have 2 mini bosses. And if I go for the campsite, I can't get back over again. Right. I seem to recall that them running into all sorts of people who were kicking their butts last time, so who knows? Chapter 3, Secrets of the Castle. The gatekeepers will not bother the king with such fairy tales. But Red finds a hole that we can squeeze through. Alright. I get more dice if I go this way. But it's more fights along the way. I do get a campsite if I go this way. An opportunity to pick up more dice. All right. Let's do this side. So I need red, orange, and green. Okay. Not randomly. Removed a card. All right, you are the prey. Everybody's doing a certain amount of damage. Strengths. No, I'm gonna get 2 hits in. And then if I do this, I can myself. And that's about all I can do. Okay. Alright, lots of Joker dice. I'm gonna take some hits, they're gonna take some hits. Alright. I'm the prey this time. She's gonna start taking poisons. So let's do that. Let's reserve the option for firing off the witch again. I do want to get to the crispy hut. Okay, you're going there, you're going there. You're taking the biggest hit. Too late for that, too late for that. Okay. This is why I don't get too far into the third one, because I don't use my points in the most efficient manner. I'm sure of it. Okay. Let's put some defense up. Well, I received some poison. Except I have Snow White. And Snow White eats poison for breakfast. So, I'll just poison you. Your misery card did not do you any good. Ha! Alright. And all that. See, they're taking hits in the middle here that I don't have any way of undoing. Alright. Who's prey? You're the prey. Let's poison you, since you don't care about targeting. Let's fire you off. Normal allies receive 1 ironclad. Receives blocked by 1 per ironclad. Yep. So there's a mini buff there. And you have 2 poisons, so fire you off, just you, or I could take a whack at you and you will be dead soon. Unplayable. Alright. Unplayable it is. Alright. As much fun as this is, it is eating away at the resources, so that, and there's no way to recover them. So now I'm down to half health, essentially, which means that the next 2 battles are going to be, yeah, see, this is gonna, if that one doesn't kill me, that one is. If that one doesn't kill me, that one is. Yeah, this is not. I chose poorly. It's a troll guard. Oh, it's a troll guard. The troll guard is going to slaughter me. Alright. Not helpful. Also not helpful. What a waste of time. Yeah. Now I suspect. No. I should have brought the rat and boar instead. Well, it's not like I'm gonna get anything else, but what do I get out of you? Your randomness. dice. No, I need dice, not cards. There we go. Alright. What are these four guys? And there's no way to swap them out. Alright. Just barley. More carrots. Alright. I'm pretty sure. There we go. It was a bit too late for the witch and the wolf, though. A bit too late for that. Alright, please be healing, please be healing. This garden. The swans look so sad. You don't help, you lose 5. If you do help, you gain a wiggly. If you investigate, you gain. Just gain a wiggly. If I could help you, I would. You can take your curse for yourself, they said. If the curse is not meant for you, it won't last forever. She was no longer human, but a black raven with long feathers. As she flew away, a 6 young men waved goodbye to her. That is not what I needed. Not even in the least. Certainly not going into this. Oh, he's gonna put me in a cage, isn't he? It is kind of rude. I'm not sure I like her. She's not fun. You can do kind of anything with anything, but she's not fun. You're going after the wolf, you're going after snow. Okay. You just burn all my dice doing this. I think they go up every time you use them. Well, that's up to them anyways. Enchanted for 1 more turn. Okay. All the green dice I get now? Ah, rude. You're very dangerous and I don't like you. I'm just throwing the kitchen sink into this one because it's gonna be over soon. Oh, enraged. I'm stunned. Oh. Witchy Poo is just going to have to take one for the team because you not be allowed to hang about any longer. All right. Have at it. Yeah. That's a lot of miseries. Oh, they're still enraged. Guess what? That's something, anyways. Am I gonna be able to do anything else? Honestly, I would be absolutely stunned if I got out of this one. Set. He's taking hits, but then so is everybody else. Those dice are not even remotely useful. I don't have any cards. Okay. I can hit you once and I can poison you a couple times, and that's it. That's all that can be done. There's no. This is not going to help. The library was the largest room in the castle. Red spotted a figure. What are you willing to sacrifice to fulfill your most ardent wish? Sacrifice nothing and nothing happens. Sacrifice money and get a dice. Sacrifice health and get a dice. I don't have 10 hearts. Well, I guess I'm gonna sacrifice. You'll see. I got an extra dice. Like me dice. Alright. Heal team. Unlock ability. Use your ability. Turns weakness into poison. Flyers loses 2 poison and Snow White receives 2 poison. Or upgrade. That gives me more cards. Or back to this one, which gives me that. Let's go ahead and do this. It's going to make a huge difference. Okay. We need to poke some people off in a corner so that they can recover. Good morning. How's it going? Alright, let's try the rat. Otherwise it's going to go badly. Alright. You're gonna do things for yourself. You're gonna go after the unicorn, and you are gonna pick on the rat. That's just cruel. So, you need anything, you need that, you need that. And some ball. It's a bit late in the day, but okay. Yeah. And for the last one, all right. I'm very much afraid that This battle is going to be over fairly quickly. No. No. There we go. Okay. Can't do anything for you. Oh, you're stunned. You're going. Let's protect the unicorn. One of those conversations where you say things like, let's protect the unicorn. Then okay. I stream in the morning. I do a silent stream with some lo-fi that is just kind of like a get the day started, and then I usually try to do a few hours in the afternoon. Starting next Thursday, I want to get better about it because there's a game coming out that I really like called The Last Caretaker that I'm really looking forward to. This one is really good, but it asked me to do way too much math. All right. Let's take the poison off of you. Miss Unicorn. Very long. Yeah, consistency is a problem. I spent a while trying to get the sound working too. It was kind of sad. I spent too much time trying to get the microphone to even function. And that put me a bit on the back foot. But the new game is a survival game, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. Oh. What did you do to my unicorn? That's terrible. She's gone. Okay. All right. I'm just kind of figuring it out, to be honest, in terms of what kind of games I'm playing. Right at the moment, I'm doing this one because it's fairly straightforward. But like I say, I want to do the survival game. It's kind of like a flooded Earth, and you're a robot who's recycling everything into resources to save humanity. It's gonna be really neat. Target receives 2 prey. She's going for that. Alright, we're gonna have to put lock on the unicorn or she's gonna get nailed. Although the boar's gonna take it. Okay. There's nothing else that can be done. No idea what that's going to get me. Okay. Yeah, there we go. I kind of customized my own graphics to start and finish things, and then all the bells and whistles kind of get in the way, honestly. They either don't fire off properly or they suck up too much computing power, so I don't usually bother with them, honestly. Alright. Don't know how that's gonna last. Yeah. Anyways, this is gonna be over because as soon as that happens, it's game over. Oh no. Alright, let's see what I took out of here though. Alright. So by rights, I should probably go ahead and get the rest of the passives. These passives just look kind of dopey though. I begin to see what everybody says when they mean balancing a game, because some of this stuff is super, super useful, and some of it is an absolute drag. Alright. Look, a new event for every main character in the city, in the castle. I'm gonna do Nightingale might be fun. And then I guess just for completeness sake, go ahead and get some of these, although I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do. Alright. Do I have enough energy to do another run? Well, I've been at this. Well, this is how it gets you. You know what I'm saying? It says, come on, it's not gonna be that hard. Let's do the frog prince. Alright. The end of every turn, pay a die but lose 1 fatigue. That's confusing. 1 damage taken, loses 1 fatigue, and receives 1 ironclad. Receives 1 ironclad. I think that's what I was using last time. Ironclad is kind of like Lock though. Let's see if it makes a difference. Alright. The prince has been turned into a frog and was hopped away into a cave. Let's go this path. And actually, I think no. To begin with, I need the red. because you have to do that in order to transform into the prince. And then when you've done that, I need to, I'm remembering this from last time, I need to unlock his special ability to get the ability to hit more than one target at a time. I need a campfire for him sooner rather than later. Not a useful roll. Alright. Let's gather strength. Poke the golem. That's all we can do. I mean... Right, this is better. So now I can hit more than once. I can set up a defense. Here we go. I don't think that is going to make a difference. There we go. Oh, he was very useful, the servant of the prince. You enjoy the food, you heal. If you refrain from eating, you get money. If you look around, you get a healing card, but you lose another one. Quietly searched the cave and discovered a group of tiny men in a corner. Did you make the food? Frog Prince quickly rummaged through his bag and gave them a small thank you gift. But we don't need that one. Okay. So I can heal for a teeny tiny little amount once every fight. And I have just enough to get a dice or I think I'm gonna get her for no other reason except I need some backup. But that leaves me without the ability to buy the dice. This 3 Iron Bands card was utterly useless. Honestly, for some reason I find a lot of the cards that are offered kind of superfluous. It's entirely possible I'm not. Oh, right. He wants, Rumpelstiltskin wants money. Fortunately, I have money. I could give him. That's pretty good. Bargain for a dice. Alright, I've lost money, but I've gotten a dice, which is what I wanted anyway, so. Alright, I need to go. Because I can't fire. The frog, this is new. Frog Prince could hear angry voices. A bear and a wren stood opposite each other. Your palace is made of twigs, the bear growled. Just because I don't have a big palace doesn't mean I'm not a king. You there, frog, what do you say? Oh, agree with the wren, +1 misery. Agree with the bear, +1 misery. I'm going to agree with the wren. There's no way around it. Maybe not annoy the bear. Miseries are extra cards that just kind of float around the deck and get in the way. Alright. Unlock ability. We need to unlock. Oh. Wait. Where does the swing come into it? I'm almost certain that the Frog Prince got swing. Maybe one of the other characters gives it to him? Maybe I need to fire off his special. Or passive is not helpful. I'm gonna kill the team. Not by much. What is this? I'm missing something. Okay. We'll take another look. Yes, we're going back into battle. Alright. Okay. I need all new dice. That is functionally useless. No, yes, I can do that. Multiple enemies. Well, multiple enemies, that's that. Alright, you're gonna do that, you're gonna hit that. Okay. This is a waste of a turn. I'm thinking of maybe Jack has swing? No, because I was giving myself swing and there was a debuff that went with it. And I could have sworn. What does she do? It's okay. Let's do that. Do that. What? Whirl. Yes. Whirl. That's what I was looking for. Why couldn't I remember that? Alright. And I need to put strength back on him in order for it to really be useful. Yes, there we go. There we go. Alright. And I should put this straight first. You're just happy going. Alright. Okay, yeah, that's why I like Trent so much, is he could just keep wailing on people. You have to set him up ahead of time. But then he can go to town. And he gets even more fun when Sophie turns up. And now I don't really need the girl because that's not going to do any good because I only have doesn't matter if she's weak because she doesn't hit things. Because she's a delicate little flower. Alright. We need to reserve one large one for her. Okay. Other strikes first. Let's see. Do you remember I can rearrange the dice too? I need to hold on to this. See, now he can't do anything. Okay. Alright. Still though. Words are not enormously useful. You are not useful, you are not useful. Alright. I'm saying the cards are not useful and then purchasing them in the desperate hopes that they might be. Alright. I don't need yellow this time, I need red. Okay. It's a frog. I should strength first of all. Okay. One in the middle. And do I have anything else that I can do? Yeah. I might be able to hit him again if... There we go. Yeah. That's something anyways. Alright. This is probably going to be over soon too, because he's kind of weenified. Even with swing. And Sophie is a nightmare. Princess Sophie, she summons minions. Oh my god. She summons all the minions. All the time. Nah, no, that's not doing good. Alright, I'm gonna have to pick on the hero. Oh, I can do that. This is becoming a bit of a drag. All right. Here. Have their strength first. Then let's get your weakness though. I need all four. There we go. That's the end of the mermaid. Oh. I'm not likely to kill him anytime soon on this one. However, this is going to be the end of this, I think, because I don't see him doing much against Sophie, and he has the swing already, so that's the end of that. Alright. 2 more rounds of this. Alright. Let's just strengthen up. And just do that. Alright. going to heal all of it. It's not going to do any good. All right, yeah. I think it's interesting to think about when enters or when energy flags. And at this point, I can kind of tell that this team is not going to get me very far into the battle, because I've done that before. Well, I suppose I could try to get it out, or I could save and quit. And I do kind of wonder what would happen if I did. I haven't really gotten anything though, because my wish meter hasn't gone very far. Part of that's because I've been avoiding fights. You only fill your wishes after a fight. So I did a bunch of encounters instead, and that made all the difference. I would probably, assuming I did survive the boss fight, I would probably get more experience in the next chapter. But I don't know. It's just kind of gotten to the point where, I mean, going on, I wonder, pretty sure new game is just a new run, and all of the meta progression of the unlocks and everything, there's no reason why they'd be wiped out. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try that some other day. And maybe I'll take a look at my demos and see if I have any demos that I'd rather do. I could do the last caretaker demo some more. That was a lot of fun, and I am looking forward to it next time. All right, in the meantime, while I figure that out, I'll go ahead and say thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.